So good night, all. It's Tommy from Confessions of a Dreamer. Sorry for this raw and truly late episode 3 of the Confessions of a Dreamer. But if you're like me, unfortunately, as we work on our dreams to do what we love to do, most of us have a day job that can just sap out all our energy and creative juices to where you can't do what you want to do, but yet you're still willing, you're doing everything you can to still put out what you promised that you're trying to accomplish. So once again, I apologize that the video was not out yesterday and in some inspirational and cool graphics, but instead it's Tommy just coming to you raw tonight to share episode 3 with you. So basically, welcome back. Thank you for joining me, and I am truly grateful. Looking back at the previous 2 episodes, basically what I'm trying to explain is an adventure or a journey I took. In return, I'm creating inspiration and value to you just to prove that anything is possible if you dream big and you're willing to take a little bit of a risk. So to start off with episode 3, basically the first steps toward my dream was research. And what was the best tool to use? And for me, it was Google. I basically just began with searches for top line Music City locations, favored street busking cities, as well as songwriter cities to accomplish locations that I may want to try to perform. I comprised a list over 100 cities for my trip. And after marking them on a map, I pretty much generated a chosen route, trying to connect them in a reasonable fashion to make a path for myself. So this acted as my blueprint, and it created enthusiasm because I could actually see something physically in front of me besides just everything up in my mind. So next, I created a pros and cons list of should I resign my day job or put this silly dream away and throw it away like probably most people do. And so I did this list. And in return, I'm curious. Do you desire something different? Do you want more in your life? Please let me know in the comments. Maybe we can all help each other achieve our dreams. Because one thing I've learned, it is very difficult to do this by yourself. You need people to help you and assist with you and provide inspiration, provide some input, experiences. So don't feel like you got to do this all by yourself. So as my list grew, for and against, I must admit the ego kind of created an inner argument inside my brain. You know, the biggest thing was fear. You can't do this. You're stupid to do this. So the practice of positive thinking was to follow dreams well as life. It's short. You know, this is the thing I learned from my research and my knowledge of gaining insight and wisdom based off manifesting your dreams, the laws of attraction, the motivational videos that you hear from Les Brown and Jim Rohn and all those guys that follow. And I recalled a passage actually from Rhonda Byrne that says, it's not our responsibility to worry about the how. Just simply ask, believe, and have faith that you'll receive it. So I continued, you know, with unwavering faith and putting complete trust that everything I'm reading, everything I'm watching, and everything I'm listening to is true and not some carrot in front of my face taking me down a pathway of just illusions. Over the next several weeks, I continued to pray and persisted in the daily teachings of my makeshift guru circle. So basically, I assembled from YouTube, which I mentioned before. I have like over 50 channels that I utilize to watch on a daily basis to gain insights and wisdom and knowledge. Books such as Paulo Coelho and Dan Millman, for an example. Also, my daily journaling. My goal is to make at least 3 pages a day, which could take an hour, which could take 10 minutes, just depending on where my mind was at that day. You know, that's my thoughts, that's my emotions. I meditated, you know, I listened to my heart along with my inner instincts. You have to trust your gut. To me, that is the voice of God. You have to trust your gut. So now, moving forward a little bit, we're around Thanksgiving of 2015. So I was off for an entire week, you know, Thanksgiving break. And I embrace it as an opportunity to really focus and make my decision about, should I go or should I stay in the day job and be the hamster on the wheel and just say, I'm going to, put away foolish, childish dreams. So basically what I did was I escaped to a friend's deer camp, because at this time I was living in Mississippi, and about an hour and a half away from where I was living and working, my friend had a 180-acre just filled with woods, wildlife, with no phone service and no internet. He basically had a little cabin that we used as our little home base. Outside was the fire pit, the grill, and then 180 acres of just wildlife nature. So each day was filled with waking up early, walks through the woods, four-wheeling, grilling out my dinner, my lunch, my breakfast, evening campfires under the stars, and with continue, reading and writing and as much as I could on a daily basis. So I was there all by myself for 7 days. So, I valued my peace, my solitude in nature. I even, was up in a tree 20 some feet up in a deer stand, just sitting up there listening to the birds and actually watching deer come up underneath me. And not once did I even pull back my bow. I was just invested in nature and just being solitude and focused. So I valued that peace and solitude, and then it provided focus to remain present. When people ask me what time it is, I tell them the time is now. When they ask me where I'm going or where I'm at, I was like, I am here. I am present here. So basically, I paid attention to the sounds, the smells, and sights of my surroundings, just trying to take it all in and basically enjoying and saturating myself in my environment. So after, like I said, about 5.5, 6 to 7 days, personally, I finally reached a decision. I did not announce this decision on ESPN as if I was LeBron James. All the same, I knew, and that was the most important thing for me. So I was at peace and I trusted God. I was relaxed and I declared everything was going to be okay, no matter what, and fear shall not clutch me. So basically, I was putting full faith and belief in myself. So by taking this leap of faith and confidently believing in the power of my dreams for a different life, I truly sensed I was defining myself. And basically, I moved from a life of routine where, it was the same. Wake up, go to work, have lunch, finish work, come home, have dinner, try to work out. And next thing you know, you're in bed doing the same thing over and over again. And I just felt like a hamster on a wheel. And I can't do that. The world is too big. There's too much abundance. There's too much beauty in this world to be so stagnant. So I moved from a life of routine to I felt like living a meaningful, true life. And I understood it'd be difficult, filled with setbacks, failures, along with a lot of doubt still. However, I shall not let this deter me from my path. I was focused to stay moving forward. So no matter how bad things got on my journey, I knew I was going to be okay. I had passion, clarity, faith, and of course, burning desire. That is a must. And it was all the fuel I needed to keep going and plan and put myself on the pathway to accomplish what we're leading through with the Confessions of a Dreamer. The next hurdle was to discipline myself not to care what others thought, because obviously the negativity came from all aspects, even from close family members. Their negativity may derail my ambitions or my path abruptly. So I had to really focus hard not to listen to them, the doubters, the crabs in the bucket, whatever you want to use. I had to keep going. So it was human nature to have the desire to be accepted. And I'll be honest, I feel like I'm unique. I don't feel like I need to fit into some social circle or care what other people think about me. I'm willing to be that black sheep and take that path of, less traveled to accomplish what I believe is the life that I desire to live. But it's hard because we do want to be part of a social norm, and you hear all this thing that we are social characters. And yes, by living the way I do, I've had, sacrifice. I am alone a lot in solitude because I'm staying focused and every day spending 3, 4, 5 hours, doing everything I can to take that next big step in what I'm trying to accomplish, which is create inspiration and value to the world. In return, that information be so valuable that obviously people will buy my book and move forward so I can do this further on in full time. But no matter what, I was going to follow and chase my dreams and to remain true to my inner self. I did not want to fake myself. I did not want to put on an act. I just did not want to adhere to the status quo or others' expectations. So the question is, are you strong enough? Because it is difficult. It is hard, but you have the strength inside you. I trust and believe you do. So tell me, what is your dream? Please leave it in the comments. Let's interact. This is not just me explaining and hopefully get a million views. This is something that, I want to build like a circle, even if it's 5 people, so we can help each other reach our dreams. So, but does desire burn in you? I mean, can you feel it? Can you taste it? Can you visualize it? Can you sense it? Do you get excited, the anticipation, knowing that maybe 2 years from now, you're living the life you want, maybe 5 years from now, maybe tomorrow. So after I returned from my trip to the woods, my initial practical step was to truly commit to the decision. So, and I recall a YouTube video from Will Smith, and he basically stated, when you're doing certain things, when you're trying to accomplish your dreams, there is no plan B, only plan A. So basically put all your eggs in one basket, because what happens if you have a backup plan, your brain or your subconscious mind will kind of start, unfortunately, leading you to that path because you do have such a safety net. I've watched so many videos that basically says, burn your boats, burn your bridges. It's all or none. I'm either going to die, be homeless, but get my dream, or you're going to kind of put your foot in, water be a little cold, put it back out, and you could be doing that for 10 years, 20 years. And next thing you know, you're 65 years old on a rocking chair, and you're like, oh man, I feel regret. So basically, yes, I have lofty expectations for myself, maybe too lofty, but I am reaching for the stars. I declared that if I desire something, I simply had to persist until I obtained it, no matter what. So basically, I resigned my job. I chose to pursue my dreams. And quoting Jim Rohn, how to live a happy life and take risk, because life is short. We never know when our last day on this earth is. And I guess the hard part for me is my day job is in medicine. And so every day I see people who got up to go to work or got up to go to school and never made it home because of something tragic or something, or, where I live now, the crime rate's pretty high. So just yesterday, somebody at 11:30 in the morning was gunned down by 3 people. So life is so short. So you got to keep moving forward your dreams, because next thing you know, a week goes by, 5 weeks go by, a year goes by, and you're in no better position than you were. So after I resigned my job, it was kind of cool, because when I made it home that night, I'll be honest, my dinner was the most tantalizing chicken breast, green beans, sweet potato that I've ever had in my life. It just tasted better. And I was at peace, which was the most important thing. So you must believe in yourself. And through hard work and persistence and patience, as well as unwavering faith, you can, and I did, move forward. I know I have trust and believe in everything that I read, from Jim Rohn to Think and Grow Rich to, Les Brown, that I can bring my dreams to reality and to life. So simply move forward and don't give up. You have to have the power to make it all happen. And I know you got the power inside of you. You may, some days, like, oh, I don't want to get out of bed, or I don't want to write, or I don't want to practice my guitar, or I don't want to do whatever you choose that you want to do. But you just have to find that time to do it every day. And where I live now, my internet may be out for 3 days, 4 days, a week, even on blue sky days. So even as I'm recording this, it's pausing in the middle of me, and I don't even know if it's going to pause on the final video. And I do try to keep these at 5 minutes, because usually you lose interest, but I'm hoping you're sticking with me, because I'm now a little over at the 14-minute mark, but we're almost done. So hang in there. Trust me. So simply move forward. Don't give up. You have the power to make it all happen, and believe anything is possible. I mean, have the curiosity of a child, dream big, pretend that, Santa Claus is still alive, and you believe in the Easter Bunny, and you believe that, the princesses are going to get their princesses, and, just keep the imagination flowing. Don't give up. Don't forget that child inside that still needs to play and still needs to imagine and visualize, and developing the person that you envision yourself to be. So trust the moment you begin your walk, and you'll recognize it as the correct, true path. So if you're going down the wrong path, something inside you is going to say, no, wait a minute. Let's pause for a second. This isn't right. So you may have to make a U-turn or take a couple. It's never a straight line, but trust me, listen to your heart and trust your instincts, and you'll get to where you're going. So I trusted my instincts will guide me toward the life that I desire. And take responsibility for yourself too. Don't blame anything. Don't blame the government. Don't blame your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your wife, your kid, whatever. Take responsibility for yourself. Don't talk about negativity and stuff. When people ask you how you're doing, say, hey, I feel great. I am going toward my dreams. You might have 105-degree fever, and you just feel like you're getting ready to die. But don't tell people all your issues and problems. Nobody wants to hear it most of the time. And you're just searching, and usually creates more negativity in your life if you believe in karma and a lot of the things with the laws of attraction. You try to stay as positive and optimistic as you possibly can. And just remember, you are filled with so much strength and so much power and so much love. But, it's easy to get messed up in the way our society is with materialistic things and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that. We want to be so part of everything, but don't forget who you are. Stay true to yourself and keep doing what you think is best, and allow your dreams to be heard. It's not, don't matter. Ask, even if it's talking out loud in the middle of the night, ask for whatever you desire. And when you close your eyes, just say, I am asking, because I am that I am. I am rich. I am wealthy. I am a rock star. I am the greatest artist. Talk to yourself. Love yourself. Remember, you got to get your subconscious mind on board. And I know it's going to be difficult, but there's always a way to overcome any obstacle. You may have to go around it, up, over, under. Just think about ants. They always find a way. If they can't do it by themselves, they'll get all their buddies. Next thing you know, you got 100 ants carrying a leaf. So keep going. You may need an alternative path, but maintain your determination. And I learned from Paulo Coelho, if you wait for the ideal moment, it will never set off. So you got to take that first step, and you try to take a baby step every day to make yourself better. Increase the value that you can offer the world in whatever you choose to do. And by doing that, I promise you the doors will open, the gates will open, and you'll be flooded with everything that you've always dreamed of. And with faith and love, I believe all in will occur. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in the energy of love. You have just to believe in your dream. Imagine being able to create your dreams into reality. Imagine being able to create the life of your desires. Imagine knowing you can produce your own dreams. What would that do to your confidence? What would that do to your life? Allow me, the Confessions of a Dreamer, being an example that anything is possible. I believe you have the same power inside you. And just to show you, when I did my trip and I followed my dreams, I know it's probably upside down because of the camera, but Rambling Across America is basically what I'm sharing with you right now. It's on all the bookstores, Amazon, Barnes and Nobles in digital format. It's an ebook, a paper book. If you go to my Facebook page, you can get autographed copies. But the biggest thing here, I am trying to get you inspiration and value. That is my ultimate underlying goal for all this. So once again, may Rambling Across America act as a guide proving you can dream big. Feel free to go check it out on Amazon. There's some really cool 5-star reviews about it as well. So thank you. Sorry it took so much time tonight. Sorry it's so raw. I didn't try to make it cute with pictures and the transitions that you see on YouTube. It's pretty much just me coming to you saying, look, we're all in this together. You're not alone. I can help. You can help me. We can help each other. Let's do this and get out of this matrix and hamster wheel if you don't want to be in it anymore. There's a lot of people who are happy doing it. So be it. But if you're not, let me know about in the comments and how I can contact you and what we can do to help each other. So once again, thank you. I am truly grateful for you watching this Confessions of a Dreamer episode 3. And don't forget, come back next week as we progress even further. I'll do my best to make it much more shorter, as well as with the inspirational pictures and scenery and all that wonderful stuff. But once again, have a great night, true love, and thank you so much.